In some ways, I think about journalism today as like being in fourth grade math class. You always have to show your work because you're in an environment in which people's default setting is to distrust you, and that in some ways mitigates, not entirely, that level of distrust. So it's not unusual now, Carol, for a book to begin by saying, this is how many people we talk to. And indeed, it's 200 people.
Can I add something to that?
I wish you would, please.
No, that really smart question. Usually Phil and I go back and forth in our dance, but I just want to say that I feel like that's a new duty of ours. In addition to the duty that Phil and I take so seriously about fact-checking our work, vetting it, getting people to show us their calendars,
Right.
their notes, their pictures, just so that we corroborate everything. In addition to that, here's a new duty that President Trump has given us, which is he's telling everybody we're fake news. Now we need to show more often, how did we get to where we are with this story, so you don't have any suspicion or conspiracy theories or distrust.
Or at least you can say, Phil, this is how we got the story. You know, it's helpful. I sometimes think today, with the default setting being people distrust us, you at least know the mountain you have to climb every day, right? It's good to know that. And there are going to be some people who, even with 200 sources for a book like this, are still going to dismiss this. Right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and you know the president himself dismissed this as a work of fiction.
Right.
He also called us stone cold losers, but here we are in Austin,
Exactly.
with all of you.
Right. You don't seem that stone cold to me, Phil.
Yeah. But it's anything but fiction. And Evan, we could have written a second book with the things that we left on the cutting room floor.
Really?
Because there were details that we were told by certain sources that we couldn't fully corroborate with additional sources, or we just had an inkling something didn't add up. It wasn't quite right. And if we weren't absolutely certain that it happened, that it was the fullest form of the truth that we could determine, we left it out of this book. And what's in the book is the truth as we could figure it out.
Current and former officials of this administration are among the 200. You taped a bunch. It seems like you didn't tape every, but you taped a bunch of these interviews. I mean, you basically, if you were required to show, the Post has been sued this week by the Trump campaign following the New York Times being sued by the Trump campaign. I was thinking as an amateur, interested in legal matters, well, he's going to have to go through discovery. The president is, right? If this actually ever got anywhere.
And wouldn't that be interesting?
Wouldn't that be interesting? Well, I sort of flip it around and say, if you were forced to go through discovery, you actually have a lot of stuff that, you've got the receipts on this.
I don't think he would like our receipts.
He probably would not. He seems anti-receipt rather than pro-receipt on stuff like
and
this, right?
Phil's point is he disputes the book as a work of fiction, but to date, we're in our 5th or 6th week, the beginning of our 6th week, he's not said one fact that he finds wrong.
Right.
It's just that we're stone cold losers and nasty lightweights and low rent, whatever we are.
Right.
But where are the specific disputes that he has?